I'm not fucking with you tonight. Just sit right fucking there for now. I ain't about. Uh-huh. I decided to go that route instead. Yeah, I gotta have my character rest or something. He's really low on energy. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. That's better. So let's see here. Let's see. Where do I want to... Ooh, hostile camp over here. Vehicle control on sticks. Got it. Gonna want to keep an eye out because this is a hostile camp and I really don't want to get caught here if I can help it by the enemies. I'd rather not duke it out with them if I can help it at the moment. You're welcome. Rope. Okay. I'm gonna want to grab shit and get the fuck out of here quick because I have a feeling that they're gonna be around before long. Get the cloth though. I have a feeling I've probably spent about enough time here, just about. So this will be the last thing I'm gonna open. Ooh, and those are flares. Awesome. Yeah, because I'm not on peaceful, I'm on normal mode, so I will have to deal with hostiles eventually. I'm just trying to get myself a little built up before I end up having to deal with them. Ooh, dynamite. Well, hello there. So we get my health back up doing that. Is there a cooking pot around here? Because that'll be the last thing I go for here. There's cloth on the ground over here now. Yep, I'm full on sodas, got it. Okay, those were my own footsteps. I think I might have spooked myself a second there. Yep, I think it's time I hightail it. Probably been in here longer than I should have as it is. But there was a lot of resources. I wanted to grab as many as I could ahead of time. Especially this cloth, as hard as it can be to come by sometimes. There's the plane. Okay, good. So I got a little bit of my bearings back on that one. Cloth. What do we have down here? New outfit. Awesome. Going deeper into enemy territory, it looks like. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Maybe just quite possible. Yep, I got paint on me, so now, at least, apparently that's supposed to camouflage me so that I look like one of them, apparently. I hope so, but I'll be honest, I don't know for sure one way or another. For now, though. Considering that camp seemed pretty vacant over there, I'm gonna try to take advantage of that as best I can for right now and get some building done. Yeah, I'll find for now. Yeah, we're not putting that there too close. Well, I don't know. So if it's right there on the wing, we can do that. Put you right there. Ropes there, we need sticks. Hello there. Blueberries. Kill. There we go. Those are poison berries. They're white. That's how I know that. And you can actually use those poison berries against the hostiles, Mia, by the way. It's just fire arrows are far more effective because they kill them a lot quicker. Okay, so sticks are full up. So, there we are. That's all the sticks now. Good. Now we need logs. The problem is cutting these trees down is going to create a lot of noise. Yeah, but I need 29 logs to get this shit finished. Hoping to have it done by nightfall if I can help it. There's one going down. Gotta be careful how many I'm chopping down because the sounds of these trees falling will attract those things on the way like that. There we go. last one before I have to chop down more. There we go. Chop down another one, I guess, then. I'm gonna need 20 more logs if I'm reading that right. That's the last of them. Just chop down this one in the meantime. More, huh? I got to pull off 8 more fairly easily. Sticks up. There's the last 2. So 8 more logs to finish this thing apparently. Wrap this up and get a shelter built because I still have to put a defensive wall around the treehouse. Two more. Nope, just that. Bunny. There we go. That one's done. Good, good, good. There we go. Uh-oh. Good timing, too, because it's starting to get dark. Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm getting that done before nightfall. There we go. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get that defensive wall done before nightfall. Because we're pretty much already there at this point. I will do one thing for now, though. So we need to set some stuff up over here. Let's start with this first. There we go. Please stop that. Put it across the back there. Maybe. Nah, that's not a good idea to put that there. Let's try it this way. First things first here. I got that. Fire pit as well. So I need 2 sticks and 2 rocks to finish that. Okay, okay. Who the fuck's calling me at this hour? Oh, okay, my bad. Hey man.
I think I heard from my brother that we gotta reset the router.
Oh, okay.
Is the broadcast still going on your end, or?
I plan on going for a little bit yet, anyway.
Okay, good, because yeah, it was like stalling and continuously loading on my end. I thought that maybe you were having some technical difficulties, but then I overheard my brother talking to my dad that he needs to restart the router.
So, I gotta say, I feel compelled to ask, did you hear me kind of blurt out who the hell is calling me at this hour? Because that was, yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay, because, I'll be honest, that, you know, I wasn't expecting who it ended up being, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
I know, but, so, you know, I ended up answering my phone right before I picked up. I went, who the fuck is calling me at this hour of the night? But then I saw Mia Rose. I'm like, oh shit! I was too quick to the trigger on that one. I really was, though. I was.
I understand. I mean, given your day and everything.
Well, that among other things, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest with you, you know, here's the thing is that, you know, that girl there, you know, the one Richie's with, I refuse to name her at this point because, as far as I'm concerned, like, I refuse to acknowledge her existence at this point. That's how fucked off I am at her.
Right.
So, but anyway, like, here's the thing is that my stock ran out last night, so that's one thing. But here's another thing, though, is that, she said, you know, because when I said to Richie, hey, dude, my stock ran out last night there, and well, then again, I wasn't trying to not let her hear that first thing. But, you know, Here's the thing, because then she looks at me and says, "I got you," and I know what that meant, by the way. So, you know, pretty much, yeah. Long story short, she was saying, "I can get you some weed," and you know, number one, you know, I'm willing to bet that out of two things, I was willing to bet first thing that was going to be pretty much either street weed, could be one thing it could have been. And, well, you know, at that point, that very easily could be cut with fentanyl, and none of us know that until it's too late. If that's so, not to mention the fact that I wouldn't put it past her to rat my ass out to the cops if I were to accept it. Like, I don't know if she would have done that, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't put it past her at this point.
But, honey, street weed isn't cut with anything. It's just regular.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weed.
It's more of a risk that I'm willing to take, pretty much, is what that one is, though.
Well, yeah. That's completely understandable.
Yeah, because, I mean, because what if I end up getting the 1 in a million batch that actually was cut with fentanyl, right? You know? I mean, I highly doubt that's actually going to happen that way, but still, it's a bigger risk than I'm willing to take, though.
Right.
Not saying I'd be opposed at this point to being taken out by fentanyl, but, you know, if I'm going out on my terms. That's how that's going.
Yeah.
No one else is on that one. I mean, I know it may not pan out that way, but as long as I have any say in the matter, that's how it's going. You know. And it ain't gonna be by fentanyl when I go out, I promise you that shit right now.
That's
you know. I don't know. Not really sure how I'd go out just yet, but then again, you know, no use worrying about it or waiting for it just yet, right?
Well, I hope not. I mean,
me too, honestly. I'm just saying, you know, long story short, what I'm saying pretty much is it happens when it happens, essentially, is my take to it.
Okay.
You know, like, and that's, like, pretty much that's my way of saying that, you know, when something happens, well, that's pretty much how it was supposed to go as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. I don't see it for a while, but I'm just saying, you know, who knows what plans life may have for the future, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you picked up.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, if I hadn't seen the caller ID, I honestly wasn't. But because you know who I thought was trying to call me right at first. That's why I was at first going, "Who the fuck's calling me at this hour?"
Right.
I'll be honest, I thought it was her trying again until I saw the caller ID, and then I went, "Yep, I'm a little too quick to draw on that one." Like that one immediately crossed my head after I saw your name on the caller ID. I was like, "Oh shit, I jumped too quick on that." Let me tell you this, though, you know, is that, here's the thing, is that when shit hit the fan earlier, though, Mia, with her, the big thing for me is that she looks at me and says, "I brought you food and this is how you treat me." The first thing, I appreciate that she brought me food, but that doesn't excuse the disrespect. Let me say that first thing.
Right.
You know, I'm very appreciative that she brought food over. But again, that doesn't excuse her disrespect, though. You know, and after she said that, that led me to believe that she was under the impression that just because she brought me food, that I'd give her a free pass to disrespect me. It's not how that happens. You know.
Right.
Here's the thing, though, is, you know, even though, because keep in mind, we were over at her place getting her stuff moved, and you remember when I said earlier that, you know, I expect people to treat me, you know, respectfully in my own home, so, and that I'd expect a little bit of kickback, if nothing else, if I'm doing that kind of shit in someone else's home, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, pretty much to prove my point that it wasn't me just trying to blow smoke up her ass. That's kind of why I gritted my teeth, kept my mouth shut, and kept reminding myself, don't show her hypocritical, don't show her, just keep your mouth shut, keep your head down, and get shit done.
Yeah.
That was literally all I was chanting in my head. Like, you know, just keep your head down, talk when you must to understand the job, other than that, just keep your head down and work. And that's pretty much what I did.
That's understandable.
Because, again, like, here's the thing, Mia, is that if she had asked me to do that for her after shit hit the fan, truth be told me, I would have told her to fuck off in a matter of seconds or less. I mean, I probably would have scoffed at her at first, honestly, before telling her to fuck off, but, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Because that's, you know, she's got a hell of a set of nerves, let me tell you, though, because, you know, after doing that twice and now trying to make nice with me again, I was willing to make nice with her once, and she blew the first and second chances in the exact same way. So she's crazy if she thinks I'm giving her a third chance. He's done. It's over. But she kept trying to offer me shit. Like, she was trying to offer me a family heirloom rocking chair. I was like, no. Because again, I don't want anything from her. You know, she said, well, I got these things for you for Christmas, and I didn't say anything verbally in my head, but I just kind of kept to myself on that one. And she looks at me as I'm giving a dismissive look like usual and trying to get back to work, you know. And she looks at me as I give the dismissive look and says, I'm sorry I didn't have a lot of money. And in my head, I'm like, that is no concern to me. That really isn't. You know? Again, I didn't say anything because I thought, well, if I say something, regardless of how I word this, she's going to find a way to make an issue out of it. You know, so that's why I just didn't say anything on that one. Because I was like, I'll be damned if I'm going to give her ammunition to start another issue. I will say I was waiting for her to try to cock off to me again while I was there, curious if she was going to push that far. I will say this much, though. Like, as I was there getting stuff moved and whatnot, I have a very strong feeling that she was kind of testing the water, seeing how far she could push me before I snapped off at her again. You know, because she kept repeating the same things that I had said out loud multiple times to Richie, but also intentionally saying them loud enough so she heard them too. You know, because here's the thing is when I said to Richie in the apartment while we were gathering up more stuff to get moving, pretty much I said to Richie, dude, she needs to stop offering that shit. I don't want anything from her. She literally says, I'm right here. She literally says from the bathroom, I heard that. And I said, good, I wasn't trying to hide that. That's literally the most I said out of that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that didn't start some shit right there, you know. Because as soon as she came from the bathroom, and we were like not even 5 feet from her, and plus I was talking loudly enough, intentionally making sure that she couldn't say, hey, I hear whispering over there. Well, good for you, bitch, is what I was going to respond with on that one if that came to, but again, how was that going to go, right? Because, you know, literally here, she got me fucked off to the point to where I actually said, alright, you know what? You want to be a child? Get your bitch ass out of my house. She says, don't call me a bitch. You know what I say? I say, with what you're pulling right now, I'll call you anything I goddamn well please in my own home. You know, like, again, I was willing to work with her, but at that point I was like, oh, really? Don't call you a bitch? I'll be honest, I almost stirred the shit pot further and said, okay, how about leech? Is that better? Like, that was going to be the next thing I threw at her. But again, that wasn't going to solve anything, you know, so. If anything, it was going to stir the shit pot more and cause this shit to take more time than I needed to. Because I knew well enough by that point, if I had said that, she would have made a half hour at least long issue out of it. And honestly, that would have been the point where I would have said, you know what, now you're on your own. Want to stand there and bitch instead of getting work done? You're on your own. Like, I guarantee you that would have been my next move after that. Yeah, because again, it was getting ridiculously difficult to tolerate her. It really was. You know, like there were times I would pull Richie off to the side while she was in the bathroom or something getting things gathered up. And I would give Richie this nonverbal indicator, like, meant to say, Richie, pushing it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't say it out loud because I wasn't looking to give her any satisfaction off of that. But I was letting Richie know. She's pushing it. You know? like giving him a nonverbal cue so that he was aware that she needed to knock it off. You know, because like, can I tell you how mad she got me earlier today when shit hit the fan?
Sorry, how?
Because up happening is that, like, literally after I said at one point, all right, now you need to leave. As soon as I said that to her, she's like, well, how am I getting out of here? And I said, that's not my problem. You know, and the more she kept arguing and the more she kept trying to resist and battle me, at one point I finally just sat back in the recliner, just took a quick deep breath to kind of keep my composure to a degree, and literally looked at Richie and said, Richie, get her out of here. Get her out of here now or I will. And I take it you knew what the implications potentially meant with that statement, right?
Right.
So, you know, and that's why, and that was my way of saying, Richie, I'm about to lose my shit, get her the fuck out of here. That was the message that was meant to convey. You know, trying to give him a heads up before I lost my shit that I was on the edge of it. You know, like, I promise you, I legit promise you I was doing my absolute damnedest to be as patient with her as I possibly could. God damn it, she's got a skill for yanking it straight out of people.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I know, I promise I don't mean to rant at you, Mia. It's just, it's been a day for one way to put it. I swear that none of this is directed towards you. This is just me venting at this point. Because, you know, I'm going to be straight up honest with you, because tonight she pissed me off to the point where my right fist literally balled up and I thought about it for a second. But then my brain went, no, let's not do that. And I unclenched my fist. Like, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not going to deny it either, you know.
Right, I understand. Well, I'm glad it didn't go there.
I mean, I'll be honest, there was about 5 seconds where I was uncertain if it was going to or not, but here's the thing, as soon as my right fist balled up, I saw Richie immediately look at my fist and then look at me and give me this nonverbal look like, dude, it's not worth it. Like, I guarantee you he was reading the signs plain as day where my brain was about to go. You know, and he's right, it wouldn't have been worth it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because, number one, you know, like, you know how in those kind of situations most people are looking to either win or accomplish something, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, let me put it this way, if I wouldn't have held back from doing that, then, you know, who really wins out of that situation? Because at that point, I've given up my freedom by taking that action as far as I'm concerned, and I'm pretty sure law enforcement would agree. You know,
Right.
and, she's not worth throwing away everything I have. I'm just putting it that way. To put it simple, she's not worth that. She's not worth throwing away everything I have just because I want to get back at it. She's not worth that. That's pretty much my point by that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that.
I mean, you know, and don't get me wrong, for the second time, the 2 different times that she's pushed at me like that, you know, here's the thing, Mia, is that the first time through, I will admit, the first time her and I butted heads like that, I will admit she was in the bedroom playing on her PlayStation, you know, because I was the idiot that told her it was okay, but semantics. But anyway, here's the thing, is that when she started running her mouth, I literally walked over to that bedroom. And, you know, like, again, after giving her about 10 or so minutes to just, you know, kind of rant and vent whatever the hell she had to do, you know. Because, you know, and I gave her that time because I sometimes need that too, you know. So I figured, yeah, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm at least going to let her do that. But here's the thing, is that as soon as I went to approach her walking into my bedroom, I apparently made Richie fear for her safety, apparently, because you remember how I told you Richie put his arm across my path, like, dude, no. Now, don't get me wrong, I had a very angry and aggressive-looking approach, I'm sure, but violence the same as tonight was never part of the plan. And at that point, as well as tonight, I'm willing to bet it's my morals that saved her ass a second time. You know, but here's the thing, though, is that when Richie put his arm in my, you know, to block my path, I understand why, because I had a very, very aggressive-looking approach, I'm willing to bet. Because I was pretty fucked off by the time I approached her. You know, but here's the thing, is the way I sent the way I pretty much passed them, like, gave a message, like, the way I got the message to Richie that, you know, the violence isn't part of the plan, but I've got some shit to say, you know? Like, the way I conveyed that to him the first time was because I didn't grab onto his arm that was across my path. You know, I didn't yank it or force it out of the way. I put my hand gently on it and nudged it to let him know which way I'd like him to move that. You know, my way of pretty much non-verbally telling him, dude, I'm not going to attack her, but I got some shit to say. You know, so, like, that's pretty much what that was meant to say there. You know, it's meant to say pretty much, Richie, I'm not going to attack her, but I got some shit to say. I need you to get out of my way, please. Like, that's the message that nudging his hand to indicate the direction I would like him to take his arm, you know. Plus, that was also to try to non-verbally get the message across to him that I'm not going to attack her, but I got some shit to say, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really hate admitting it, I'll be honest, you know, but God damn it, she's got a knack for pissing people off. She really does.
Well, it's okay. You won't have to deal with her anymore.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm just disappointed in myself because I feel like I could have done better at handling that than I did. But then again, I wasn't given a whole lot to work with either, so, you know, what the hell else?
Yeah, fair.
Like, I didn't exactly have a lot of materials to work with to try to... I don't want to say try to de-escalate that, because I tried and failed absolutely epically at that, but you get what I mean, right? Oh, but by the way, Mia, on to a more positive note, by the way. Did I tell you that a buddy of mine told me something rather funny earlier today, though?
What?
He literally said, because when he came over to hang out for a little bit before we started moving shit, like a few hours before, you know, you know, he arrived and then he came in. I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, and then he looks at me and says, hey, you know what's the best way if you're planning on fucking up, you know what's the best way how to do it?
What?
And I said, well, what's that? And he says, well, if you're realizing that you're gonna fuck something up and you really can't do anything to stop it, then in that case, just make sure you fuck up so creatively is that it just, like, that people can't help but ask the question, how the hell did you even do that?
Right.
You know? Like, that, like, I think he was noticing my frustration among other things, and I'm pretty sure that's where that joke came from. But I don't know, to be honest with you, man, I'm starting to get a little tired here now, so... do you mind if we cap it for tonight and then we'll pick up maybe tomorrow sometime?
Yeah, that's fine, I understand.
Alrighty, because honestly, I mean, for tomorrow... Wait a minute, what is tomorrow anyway? Well, today, I guess, at this point.
Wednesday, right.
Well, yeah, 30 minutes into tomorrow, I guess, at this point, if you want to be technical, but yeah. So, let's see, Wednesday, so... I'm just factoring for what appointments I have coming up, and Wednesday, I don't think I have anything going on, actually. So I might actually just take a rest day tomorrow because I'll be honest with you, Mia, I feel like I might have jacked up my back trying to get that recliner on the truck bed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, because I feel something in my lower left side of my... yep. There's that pulse of pain I knew was coming. Like, you know, it's just a quick kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things real quick. But then again, you know, as I finished getting that recliner up, I could tell immediately I did something to my back. Just like, as soon as I got it up on the truck bed, I immediately started just involuntarily going, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, because I felt I fucked something up, you know.
Right, well, okay, question, why were you guys moving all that furniture when, doesn't Richie have his own furniture?
He does, but, you know, the thing is, though, she's like, she wants all new stuff, and Richie didn't say shit, but I looked at Richie like, dude, you already have stuff over there, but I just let it be, you know, it wasn't worth it. It really wasn't.
Right.
Like, because here's the thing, as far as she goes, that's my departing act of kindness, I guess we could call it, right?
Yeah.
You know, because, yeah. I mean, I'll still be there for Richie, I'll still help him out any way I can. But if helping him out involves helping her indirectly or directly, then no. Then that's a no-go.
But if he replaces his furniture with hers, then if something happens where they break up, then he'll be without furniture.
Yeah, but, you know, I figure I'll let those two sort that one out. I've done my part, so
Yeah.
that dog and pony show is no longer mine, so yeah. I'd call it a shit show, but that's being generous. Yeah, I'm really well fucked off with her.
I know.
You know, because
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay, man. But here's the thing: is that you know, my usual character of wanting to be there, help people as I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you a context of how heavily I'm done as far as she goes, though?
Sure.
And keep in mind that I'm willing to bet this is going to sound morbid as absolute shit, by the way. Just to give you a heads up ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
But to explain how absolutely done I am with this shit, well, with her more specifically, is like literally, say for example, I could be driving along and say for example I see her dead body just laying in a ditch along the side of the road. I'd be content with just driving along, completely ignoring it, honestly.
Right.
I'm willing to bet the only thing that would probably cross my mind is, she finally pissed somebody off that bad, huh? And again, I know that's morbid as shit and terribly, terribly uncharacteristic of me, but that's how badly she's fucked me off, though.
Right.
You know, like you know how few people I would go to that level with, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, like, she's not the only one I've gone to that level with, but there hasn't been many I've gone that degree with, you know? Like, that degree of fuck you with, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, yeah, alrighty, but I'm gonna shut down the broadcast for now, since we got that, but feel free to check it out if you want me for some of the games.